Sarah Kelleher, and once again it's Packers game day, and I couldn't be more excited. I think the Bengals game is going to be a little tougher than people are expecting, but that the Packers are still going to pull this one out. I know that front four on Cincinnati's defense is no joke, but it'll be another good test for the offensive line, who has stepped up and performed really well for Green Bay, and I think they're going to come away with the win in this one, even on the road. So I'm taking Green Bay 27, Cincinnati 17. Go Pack, go!
What's up, Green Bay Packers fans? Paul Brettel here. On the offensive side of the ball, a big thing to watch for is if the Packers can limit the big passing play. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, this Bengals offense has been very effective in that area. Obviously, that gets a lot more difficult without Jair Alexander, but this Packers defense will have to keep everything in front of them and force this Bengals offense to try to string together 12, 13, 14 play drives. It also wouldn't hurt to be able to pressure the quarterback as well. On the offensive side, it's the same old story. Run the football. Establish the run, stick to the run. That'll also help open up the passing game for this Packers offense. This Green Bay Packers offense is just so much more effective when they have the run game to lean on. I have the Green Bay Packers winning this one 27-20.
What's up, Packers fans? Maggie Loney here, actually remembering to submit her video this week. I think we're going to see a shootout, to be quite honest. I think that the Bengals offense is really good. One of the better tests for this Packers defense, especially without Jair Alexander. Regardless of who starts on the boundary opposite Eric Stokes. Probably will be Kevin King. Might be some growing pains there against a really explosive Bengals offense with T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, Jamar Chase, even if Joe Mixon, the running back, does not play. But I think the Packers offense can put up points against this Bengals defense. So I think it'll be high scoring, despite all the weird fluky stuff that always happens whenever these two teams play. Give me the Packers 31, Bengals 27. Go Pack, go.
Hi, I'm Ken Lass, and I'm afraid I'm going to be that guy. I have a very, very bad feeling about this game. You know, the Cincinnati Bengals fancy themselves as a playoff contender this year, and I fear that they're going to view this as their coming out game, their statement, their announcement to the world that they are legitimate contenders. And look at the circumstances leading up to this game. They're playing at home in front of a big emotional crowd. They've had sort of a mini bye week to get ready. They're playing a banged-up Packer team that's going to be very vulnerable on the corners. I have this nightmare of Jamar Chase getting behind our cornerbacks for the long bomb all day long. I don't like it. I just don't like the way it feels. And I'm going to be that guy. I'm going to pick the Bengals to win a shootout 31-28. I really hope I'm wrong. Go Pack, go.
Hey everybody, Tim Backus here once again. I think the Bengals are going to be a tough matchup for the Packers this week. You got to be a little bit scared of this really up-and-coming connection between Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase against what's going to be kind of a banged-up Packers secondary. Plus, it's a road game, right? But at the same time, Packers, I just feel like are better on both sides of the ball right now. There's a clear coaching advantage. I think it'll be a close one. The Bengals aren't going to go away. They're going to fight till the end. But the Packers are going to come out ahead and go 4-1 with a 27-24 victory. Go Pack, go.
Packers and Bengals, the thing to remember about this weekend is these aren't your daddy's Bengals. This new look with Joe Burrow, a lot of other weapons on offense and defense, Cincinnati's actually pretty good, and they're threatening to be an AFC playoff team. I could totally see, especially with the uncertainty of Jair Alexander if he was going to play, I could see Joe Burrow carving up this Packers secondary. This is going to be a tough game for the Packers, for as many people that don't want to admit that. But I think the Packers still have enough firepower to overcome and get a big road victory. I like the Packers winning this game 24-20. Have a great weekend, everybody.
Hey Packers fans, Jersey Al here with your Packers-Bengals predictions. The 3-1 Packers travel to Cincinnati to play the 3-1 Bengals. Yes, I said the 3-1 Bengals. A lot of people are, I think, overrating the Bengals because look at who they've played so far. You know, they've played the Steelers, the Bears, the Vikings, and the Jaguars, okay? And they won 2 of their games by only 3 points against those teams. So, you know, even though Jair being out is going to be huge, especially with the talented receiving core that the Bengals have, you know, the Bengals will score some points, but I think the Packers will just outscore them, and I think that's what it'll take to win. So I'm going with a old-fashioned shootout. The Packers take the game 38-28. Book it and go Pack go.
Hey Packers fans, Gunnar Davis here. Big matchup this weekend against the Cincinnati Bengals. I think the Bengals provide a lot of unique challenges, present a lot of unique challenges with the fact that Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, some of those other receivers can really stretch the field, and the Packers will be without one of their best defensive players in Jaire Alexander. It'll be a big weekend for other defensive backs. Eric Stokes, Kevin King, those guys will need to play a big role in this week. The Packers get Elton Jenkins back, I'm assuming, but it looks like Josh Myers won't be able to play. So it'll be interesting to see how they kind of shake out that offensive line. I do think the Packers are starting to roll again as far as looking like themselves from 2020 offensively, but I do like the Packers in this one still, 34-24.
Hey Packers fans, Mark Oldacres here with my prediction for Packers versus Bengals. This is going to be a really tough game, I think, for Green Bay. On the road against another 3-1 team, in a stadium that's expected to be sold out. And the Bengals right now are just playing with nothing to lose, it feels like. On the defensive side for the Packers, obviously no Jaire Alexander is a big blow. But I do like the matchup of Eric Stokes on Jamar Chase. I think his speed can help negate some of those explosive plays over the top. And if you can keep him in front of him and just give up 5-yard gains, 6-yard gains, things like that, like he did last week, that'll be fine for Green Bay. In the running game, of course, for the Bengals, a lot depends on whether Joe Mixon is available for this game or not. If he isn't, that's obviously big news for Green Bay. They might be able to limit the Bengals running game just a little bit more and make the offense more predictable, get after Joe Burrow and help out the back end, who hopefully won't have to cover for too long. On the offensive side of the ball for Green Bay, the offensive line banged up again and facing another good defensive front. Seems like they find themselves against them every single week at the moment. They don't have the big names, obviously, of TJ Watt or Nick Bosa, but they are very stout. They will get after the quarterback. So I think it might be another one of those weeks where they have to get the ball out quickly to players like, obviously, Devontae Adams, but Randall Cobb and Aaron Jones out the backfield as well. And even running the ball is not going to be that easy. It might be more of a week for A.J. Dillon to try and just put the hammer down and charge forward for a few yards at a time. It might be that kind of game for the Packers. This is going to be a close one, I think, but I have the Packers winning it by a score of 27-24. Go Pack, go.
How's it going, everyone? I'm here in Cincinnati for this week's matchup, and let me tell you, there is a ton of Packers fans here, and we're going to need them to limit the home field advantage. Look, the Bengals are a good team. This game isn't going to be easy. My head is even telling me to pick the Bengals. But I'm going with my heart. I'm here. I'm picking the Packers 27-24. Go Pack, go.